Are you planning to start a business but confused about which business structure to choose? Well, you're not alone. The structure of your business affects everything from day-to-day operations to how much you pay in taxes. It's important to understand your options to choose the one that's best suited to your business's needs and goals. Throughout this video, we'll explore the 4 main types of business structures: sole proprietorship, partnership, corporation, and limited liability company, or LLC. Each structure carries its own unique set of benefits and drawbacks, from the simplicity and control of a sole proprietorship to the shared responsibility of a partnership to the increased legal protections of a corporation or an LLC. Remember, choosing the right structure isn't just about what's easiest or cheapest. It's about what will set your business up for success in the long term. Choosing the right structure can significantly impact your business. Let's dive into each one. First up, we have the sole proprietorship. This is the simplest form of business structure where you, as the owner, are the business. You call the shots, you reap the rewards, but you also bear all the risks. It's like being a solo performer on stage. No backup dancers, just you and your talent. Sole proprietorship has its charm. It's simple to set up and operate, giving you complete control over your business decisions. Tax preparation is also straightforward since business income and losses are reported on your personal income tax return. However, the spotlight isn't always flattering. With sole proprietorship, you have unlimited personal liability. This means if things go south, your personal assets could be at risk. And if you're thinking of expanding, raising money can be a challenge, as investors may be hesitant to invest in a one-person show. In summary, sole proprietorship might be a good fit if you're a one-man show and willing to shoulder all the risk yourself. Moving on to the next structure, the partnership. A partnership is a type of business structure where 2 or more people come together to run a business. It's like a team where every player brings something to the table, whether it's capital, expertise, or connections. This structure works best for those who want to share the responsibility of running a business and leverage combined resources. One of the biggest advantages of a partnership is shared responsibility. With more brains on board, decision-making becomes less burdensome and more diversified. This structure also allows for pooling of resources, which can significantly boost the business's financial power. On the tax front, partnerships enjoy simple tax preparation, with profits and losses passing directly to the partners. However, partnerships are not without their challenges. The potential for conflict is ever present, and each partner has unlimited personal liability for the business's debts. So while partnerships can offer significant benefits, they also come with considerable risks. Partnerships can be a great choice if you're planning to run the business with someone else and both are willing to share the responsibilities and risks. Next up, we have the corporation. A corporation is a legal entity that is separate from its owners. It's like a person who can own property, enter contracts, sue and be sued, and even pay taxes. Now, who is it best for? Well, it's ideal for larger businesses or those planning to go public. One of the major advantages of a corporation is limited liability. This means that as an owner, your personal assets are protected if the corporation faces any legal issues. Another benefit is the ability to raise money. Corporations can sell shares of stock to raise funds. Plus, corporations have what's called perpetual existence. Even if an owner leaves or passes away, the corporation continues to exist. However, corporations do have their drawbacks. They face double taxation, being taxed at both the corporate and personal level. They require a complex setup process, and they need to comply with numerous regulations. Corporations can be an excellent choice if you're planning a larger business and want to protect yourself from personal liability. Lastly, we have the limited liability company, or LLC. An LLC is a unique business structure that combines the best of several worlds: the simplicity of a sole proprietorship or partnership with the legal protections of a corporation. LLCs are particularly popular because they provide limited liability. This means that the owners, also known as members, are not personally liable for the company's debts and lawsuits. They also offer flexibility in how the business is run and how profits are distributed among members. One of the biggest advantages is pass-through taxation. This means business profits and losses are reported on the individual tax returns of the owners, avoiding the double taxation that corporations can face. However, setting up an LLC can be more complex than a sole proprietorship or partnership, and there may be state-imposed limitations on the type of businesses that can form an LLC. An LLC can be a great choice if you want the protection of a corporation, but prefer the simplicity and flexibility of a partnership or sole proprietorship. Now that we've discussed the four main types of business structures, let's summarize. Sole proprietorship, the simplest structure, is ideal for those who prefer to work alone and want to maintain full control. However, remember that under this structure, you are personally liable for all the business's debts and legal issues. Next, we talked about partnerships, which can be general or limited. Partnerships are a great option if you're planning to go into business with someone else. They allow shared responsibility and profits, but remember, you're also sharing any liability and business risks. Corporations, on the other hand, are more complex. They're considered separate legal entities from their owners, protecting you from personal liability. But this structure involves more regulations, paperwork, and possibly higher taxes. Lastly, we discussed limited liability companies, or LLCs, which offer a blend of features from sole proprietorships, partnerships, and corporations. They provide the advantage of limited personal liability and can choose how they want to be taxed. However, they do require more paperwork than a sole proprietorship or partnership and can be more expensive to establish. Choosing a business structure isn't a decision to be taken lightly. It's essential to consider factors like liability, taxation, and complexity. Liability refers to your personal financial risk. Taxation can affect your business's bottom line, and complexity refers to the amount of paperwork and ongoing formalities required. Each business structure has its own set of advantages and disadvantages. Make sure to research and choose wisely.